Hi, and welcome to the company overview. My name is Mallory Raju. I'm the agency owner for the Raju Group, part of Globe Life. Again, want to welcome you here today for the first step of our interview process, which is a brief overview of our company, who we are, what we do, what we're looking for, and a little bit more about the requirements of the position. As I mentioned, I would like to walk you through our interview process so you have a better understanding of, again, a little bit more details of the position. After this overview, you will be prompted to fill out an exit questionnaire. It's a very short questionnaire that comes back directly to our senior leadership team for evaluation. If you're selected after the evaluations, we would then be reaching out to you to talk to you about a final interview with myself or one of our senior leadership members. Now, again, I'm going to run through this pretty quickly. I do encourage you, if you're able, to grab some paper and notes so that you're able to jot down this information. We certainly want to make sure if you have questions that come up that we're able to address that either through a phone call or, again, through the final interview process. Again, a little bit more about the overview. We're going to talk about who we are as a company, the career track, and the opportunity for growth. I know a lot of you listening in are looking for an opportunity for management and leadership, so are we. Our agency is growing, and we definitely want to talk to you more about that. Let me talk a little bit about who I am. So I know some of you were able to do some research and some of you were not, and that's okay. I've been with the organization since 2008. I started right out of college. I went to Purdue University. I had a management and a finance degree. And if you remember, 2008 wasn't a fantastic year in the market. Economy was down, recession, housing market crisis. I was really looking for an opportunity that would allow me to join an organization from entry level and be able to work myself up into a leadership or management opportunity. I was able to start the Raju Group in 2015. I started right out of college, as I mentioned, in our Indianapolis location and helped build that agency up, and then was offered an opportunity to come to Chicagoland in 2015, and that's, of course, when the Raju Group began. Our mission and purpose is very simple. We're looking to become the leading employee and group benefit provider in the greater Chicagoland market. We've grown our business over $8.2 million of benefits in force. Our main location is in Lisle, but we are looking to expand into new markets, new suburbs as well, which is one of the reasons why we're looking for more leadership in our agency. Now, we are part of Globe Life, so Globe Life is our parent company. They were founded in 1900, been around for quite some time, headquartered out in McKinney, Texas, which is a suburb of Dallas. They're made up of 7 different divisions, and we represent the Liberty National Division. So as you can see there on the screen, Globe Life has 7 divisions. The Raju Group here in Chicago represents the Liberty National Division, which is the benefits division. Globe Life, about $43 billion of coverage in force, and we are publicly traded on the New York Stock Exchange. Now, one of the reasons why you may have heard of our organization is some of the partnerships that we have. So we partner with the Texas Rangers, the Dallas Cowboys, Atlanta Braves, and the LA Lakers. These partnerships allow us to reach many states across the United States with our branding. It's important to know that our policyholders and our employers that we meet with know who Globe Life is and the reputation of our organization. So also this comes with fun perks. If you're a sports fan, you have opportunities to get to some games, and you're able to allow your clients as well to be able to participate in some of those partnership deals. Let's talk a little bit about what we do. So I want to go into the position, just a little detail here for you. So as I mentioned, we are a benefit provider. We work with small to mid-sized companies providing benefits for their family. Now, we work directly with employers, generally companies that are about 5 to 50 employees, and we provide supplemental benefits such as life insurance, cancer, critical illness. Some of you might be very familiar with the small business market, and you might know that they're having struggle trying to provide benefits for their employees. That's where we come in to help provide solutions for these small business owners. How do we actually do this? How do we provide these benefits and this service? Well, one of the good news is we have a dynamic lead source. So this would not be a position where you would need to come in and find your clients based on your family members or your contacts, right? No one wants to do that. We provide a lead generation system that provides prospects in a specific territory, in a specific market. One of the other things our agency does is we work with thousands of other companies already in the greater Chicago market. One of the things that makes us a little unique is we service these accounts every 6 months. So instead of the once a year traditional annual enrollment, We have an opportunity to meet with our current clients and their employees on a 6-month basis to allow them to update their policies, make changes, add new benefits, and that obviously helps us build relationships and retention with our current clients. Not only small businesses do we work with a lot of blue-collar organizations, mom-and-pop companies, trucking, manufacturing, construction. We also work with governments and municipalities. We have about 100 government entities that we partnered with our benefits. Unions, one of our largest account is the CTA, Chicago Transit Authority, and also several fire protection districts. So that's part of the position. If you were hired with us, we would actually place you on a team to help service the existing clients that we've worked very hard to build in our agency. We also work in a team to provide servicing to new potential prospects. As I said, we have a database that identifies prospects, and you would be working with that employer or HR manager on making a presentation on how our benefits are going to be valuable for their organization. We, of course, work on a referral basis. As you know, that word of mouth is a great way to do business. And if you have a happy customer or happy client, they're certainly there to refer you to other opportunities. I want to touch real briefly on this presentation to a new potential company. We talk to this employer, whether it's a business owner or the HR manager, on a Worksite Advantage program. This program helps their business in 3 ways. It helps them retain and attract more employees. Obviously, if you're a small business and you don't provide a lot of benefits, you could have a retention or a hiring problem. So our program is going to help that small business with retention and hiring. It's also going to help protect the families that work for that small business. And I'm sure you're like me, you've gone through a death in the family or a cancer diagnosis, and if you don't have a benefit in place, that could financially hurt you and certainly put that burden on your loved ones. We also help the employer save tax dollars. So by implementing our Worksite Advantage program, it actually helps the employer save valuable tax dollars because all of our benefits come out on a pre-tax basis. And of course, these are things you would learn in our training system. Another thing that makes us very unique is our introductory offers. Globe Life has negotiated 2 benefits at no cost for every single employee that we meet with. Every employee and their family is going to receive a $3,000 accidental death policy. They're also going to receive a no-cost health service discount card where they can use it and get 10 to 85% off on vision, chiropractic services, hearing, and prescription drugs. Again, this is one thing that makes our company a little unique, is being able to partner with employers and provide those no-cost benefits to every single one of their employees. Let's talk a little bit about training. I understand this is probably new for a lot of you that are listening in today, and it certainly was new for me when I first started. I was very encouraged to hear that the company provided a systematic training. We have a 3-step process to our training. The first step is a classroom-style training. This is with a certified trainer, learning presentation, products, learning our language. Generally, your first week is made up of a 30-hour week of classroom training done remotely. We also provide field training. Okay, field training is hands-on training with your designated team and trainer that's going to be assigned to you. You guys are going to be working side by side for a minimum 2 full weeks, learning how to make those presentations, partner with those employers, service our existing accounts, and obviously enroll the employees on their specific benefits that they choose. We also provide you with online training. This is education that you can do on your own time with modules, videos, self-taught training that you can attend. We have advanced training every Monday morning at 8 a.m. in our Lisle office. Always encouraged to attend our advanced training. And then we also do management development. On Friday afternoons, we will get our crew together for development classes. So if you're identified as a potential leader in our organization, we would include you in our management development trainings. Training is a system. I always refer back to that. If you're good at following systems, you can certainly do very well. I want to explain a little bit more detail on what type of benefits we discuss with these employers and employees. Our average policy here in our agency is called the Employee Care Plan, $9.93 a week. Remember, these benefits come right through their weekly payroll on a pre-tax basis. We're going to discuss with them a life insurance benefit for the employee. It's good to their 100 years old, so it's a term life they're locked in until they're 100. Their rates never increase and their value never decreases. We're going to discuss a cancer or critical illness policy. If the employee has heart disease or cancer in the family, we're going to redirect them to one of our health living benefit policies, which again, cancer or critical illness. And we're also going to talk to them about an accident protector. This is for minor or major injuries. If they get hurt on or off the job and they need to seek medical attention, we will reimburse that employee up to $500 per injury. So again, this is just an example of what type of benefits we would teach you on how to educate those employees, and they pick and choose what benefit works best for their family. Let's talk a little bit about the compensation bonuses. So I'm going to give an example. Let's say we have a small business with 10 employees, Bob's Manufacturing. Average in Chicago in our agency, 6 out of 10 are going to enroll in that employee care plan. Now, anywhere between 40 and 60% is kind of our rule of thumb. I want to use our agency average, which is 6 out of 10, or 60% participation. Our average premium, as I mentioned, is $993 a week. That turns into about $477, let's call it $500 annual premium. That would result in a weekly advance or weekly direct pay of $836. We also are compensated through a bonus that you can qualify for on a weekly basis. As long as there's about 3 employees that participate, that would equate to a $573 bonus, which would be a total of $1,400 you earn for the week. Again, this is just an example. We certainly are going to go into that in a lot more detail if you're selected for the final interview. I just wanted to kind of show you what our average here in Chicago is. We also get compensated through renewals. If you've heard of the renewal income, or it could also be called residual income, this is ongoing income for you and your family, even long after you leave our agency, you quit, retire. Little fun quote here by Warren Buffett: if you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you'll work until you die. So what renewal income does is that every year that those employees that you've met with renew their benefits, you also receive a renewal income. And that money goes to you for life as long as the employee is continuing to pay on their benefits. One of the things I didn't mention earlier is all of our benefits are portable. So even when the employees leave their organization, if they quit their company or they switch jobs or they retire, the best part about our benefits is they go with the employee when they leave. So you can imagine that our renewal income can grow significantly high as long as those employees obviously continue to pay their benefits. I want to talk a little bit about who we're looking for and what characteristics we normally see do very well in this organization. We are looking for team builders, so someone who is willing to work within a team, someone who's very passionate about helping people. That's what we do every day. We provide benefits that at some point will help an employee or their family member, generally at the worst times of their lives. We're looking for people who are coachable, like to learn new things, open to a career, maybe just not looking for that job, but you're looking for something that you can continue to grow with. Also someone who has high integrity and a strong self-worth image. Maybe you feel like you deserve more than what you're doing right now. You want to get compensated more than what you're making right now. At this point, you might see a box that popped up called an exit questionnaire. So that, again, is something we do need you to fill out to be selected for the final interview. You don't need to fill it out right this moment. You certainly can, but you will get that opportunity once I'm completed here in the next couple minutes. The career track is an opportunity to grow with our organization. As I mentioned, this was something that was very intriguing to me. Everybody starts at kind of that agent level or career agent. We call it a benefits representative. Within 90 days, you have the opportunity to move into a supervisor. Based on your leadership skills, your qualifications, we want to promote you into management as soon as possible. We have a general agent, agency director role, which is a little bit more senior level position, regional director who will help us expand into new markets and new suburbs in the Chicago market. And then, of course, if you're looking for ownership and you want to just run your own office, you have an opportunity to become an agency owner within 2 years of joining our company. So we have a fast track to growth. Again, this is what you put into it. If you want to run as fast as you can, we will come up with a plan to get you all the way up to leadership as far as director or ownership level. If you want to take your time, that's okay too. So this position is very much, you take ownership about what you're putting into it is really what you're getting out of it. A couple last things. Our culture is very important to us. We love recognition. We love going on trips. So we do have an annual convention every year that you can attend. It's for you and a guest. Let's talk a little bit about the requirements, and then we're going to wrap up. So we are regulated through the state of Illinois. There is a license for what we do. It's called a state product license with life and health insurance in the state of Illinois. We're lucky because Illinois provides a temporary license. So that means you could be temporary licensed for 90 days, start with our organization, start training, and then within 30 days, we will actually put you into your 2-day course where you will go ahead and study and get your license. We'll talk more about that in the final interview. The temporary license, there is a $50 fee. That is a state fee that they charge for that license. As long as you can complete a background check and you've never had a temporary license in the past, you are eligible for the temporary 90-day license. You do need access to some form of smartphone or laptop electronic device, a willingness to embrace our culture, and an entrepreneurial spirit. We are looking for individuals who can work full-time, Monday through Friday, 8 to 4, 9 to 5. We work business hours. What's next? So immediately after exiting out here, you will be prompted to complete the exit questionnaire, as I just mentioned. Just a few short questions, doesn't take long at all. That will get directed to our senior leadership team, our HR manager as well. We will be reviewing those and we will be contacting you back within the hour. Again, we were going to review your exit questionnaire along with your resume, and if you're selected, we will be contacting you back within the hour. I certainly wish everybody the best of luck in their search if they do not get a call back. For those of you who do get a call back, I look forward to meeting with you in the next few days to talk about what the next steps with our company and discuss that final interview. Thank you and have a great rest of your day.